Yeah, couldn't just not that. Hey guys, hey, Kimberly. How did I know you would be the one of the first ones here? So guys, let me tell you. Woo! I have bet. Wait a minute. It's a. Oh, I don't know. Hold on. It's saying what in the world is going on? No, let me remove this one. Wait a minute. It's making me remove something, y'all. Am I live or no? Oh, yeah, I must be. I guess it just made me remove a couple of my pages, which is fine. It's fine. It's fine. So guys, welcome. It's Tuesday. Barely made this broadcast, guys. We just came in from my storage unit, and guys, I can honestly say I am so thrilled. I'm so thrilled. I could not have done it without your help. I had a goal this week to shut down one of my units that's full of fabric, full of all this stuff. And guess what? You guys helped me do so. So I'm not going to be on this broadcast long, y'all. I'm not. For one, I'm tired. We just come back from the storage unit. It's completely clean, completely closed out. And my family home. Kayla didn't work today. Doc came home early so he could help me with that. And I'm going to enjoy my family, right? But before I do that, I'm going to hit y'all with these two tips that I promise you guys. So I'm going to deliver, right? I want you guys that's new, tell me exactly where you are tuning in from, what it is some of you guys that have these names, like is your business name, y'all got to tell me what's your name, because even earlier today, I can't remember what it was, but it's like your business name. I want to get acclimated with who you are. So if you're new on watching this broadcast tonight, finally watching it live, because a lot of you guys will be like, I finally caught you live. A lot of y'all used to me going live on Wednesdays. I changed it up a little bit to kind of fit my schedule. Now I go live on Tuesdays, same time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So again, if you are live, if you're tuning in live, I want you guys to tell me where you're tuning in from and like who you are. I get acclimated to the group, right? Sometimes the ladies be in the comments having their own little conversation, right? And I don't want you to feel left out. The only way you're going to be included is if they know who you are. So definitely tell us who you are and where you're tuning in from. Tonight, guys, we're going to be talking about how to grow pretty much all this, not necessarily July, but all next month's segment is really going to be about how to grow your draping business. Because a lot of us get caught up in the thing because it looked pretty and don't really realize that it's a freaking business. It's a real deal Holyfield over here, right? And there's other things you need in place for you to actually grow, for you to scale, for you to attract the people that you want to attract. I kind of been talking about it all month, about attracting the right clients, how to find clients, all that good stuff, right? So next month, our whole topic is really how to just take your business to the next level, your draping business, that is. And tonight specifically, I'm gonna give you two tips, right? I'm gonna give you two tips on how to help your event draping business actually stand out from what everybody else is doing, right? So without further ado, good luck, Stacy. I'm Trinidad. It be so many of you guys from Trinidad. I'm trying to tell y'all, I gotta get over there. It be so many tuning in from Trinidad. What's another one I get a lot? Like the ones I get that's international is real common. Like I get those same locations all the time. So I'm like, we gotta book a trip. Hey Tanya. Watch it, Jerea. I hope I said that right. Jerea Williams, guys, from Chicago. Jerea, what do you do over there in Chicago, girl? How did you end up on this channel, right? Like what it is you do. Are you new to draping? Are you trying to take it to the next level? What do you do? I want to know. That's how I like getting like really acclimated with the people that support the channel, watch the channel, all that good stuff. So guys, if you don't know, you could have just stumbled upon this live and like, who that girl? She look a little crazy and she kind of loud. Let me see what she's talking about. If that's the case, guys, I am your girl, Precious Stevens of the Posh Academy. And guess what? They call me the Draping Queen. Why? Because I believe designers deserve more money and I help them get it. That's exactly what I do. And that's what I want to help you guys do. If you teach draping, if you design as your service, if you have digital products where you're teaching online, whatever it is, right? You can have a draping rental business. It's nothing as it pertains to this draping world that I am not knowledgeable of, because I kind of went all around the board and made sure that I had something in every area as it pertains to premium draping. So you are definitely in the right spot. But like I said, if you're trying to enhance your skills, monetize your gifts, teach this thing, whatever it is, you come to the right place. Yes, it would be a pleasure to have you here in Trinidad. My name is Stacy. Good luck. I like that name, girl. I'm now getting into the draping. Thankful to you, the draping queen. Hey, welcome, Stacy. I'm trying to tell you guys, like, this is a real deal. And the reason why I boast it to the top of my lungs any chance and every chance I get is because this is such an untapped industry. And we need more of us. We need more draping queens, kings, princesses, princes, whatever. We need more tribes, because we want what we do to be just as prevalent or noticed as what anybody else do. Because it was just so, like, not a thing. And so, like, it's just weird because everybody be like, oh my God, I didn't even know that's a thing. I'm like, yes, this is a real thing over here. Like, yeah, we get it in and pay us, run us our coin, because we do a lot of work. I'm trying to tell you. St. Croix, hey Carmen. Wow, that sounds real sexy. You guys know that that's familiar with my dream. St. Croix would be like one of them. That's the island. I could see me in St. Croix walking out on the veranda with my pineapple beverage, right? Tonight I gotta just suffice with water, but I could see that. And just saying, like, y'all be like, Precious, where you at? Where you at this year? I'm like, St. Croix, darling. Trying to tell you, I'm just starting in the pipe and drape world. I've been following you on YouTube. Welcome. So that's why another reason why I kind of go live, because a lot of you guys like follow me, you guys support the channel, you guys comment all the time, but you never really is able to connect with the brain behind the brand. So like, this is just my way of kind of just pouring into you guys, letting you know that you are right there too. You can be the next best thing, if not better, right? So it's like just my way of nurturing you guys, let y'all know I'm crazy, right? I'm crazy, and I ain't got nothing special, more special than what y'all got going on, and you can do it too at the end of the day. So my goal is to drop nuggets, give you any kind of advice that I can give to help you get to the next level, get off whatever level you're at right now. You got to move. You got to move to the next level. It ain't got to be a big jump. But I don't care what it is. It could be something as simple as finally buying your kit. And so many people that follow me was like, I finally bought. Somebody hit me the other day. Was like, oh my God, I'm so in love with my kit. And I know she been following me for a couple years. But my whole point is, when it's finally your time to make that move, it's finally your time to make that move. And I just appreciate you guys that make your next move with me. Okay, what else would you make? Okay. So guys, tonight we're going to be talking about simple 2 tips to help you and your draping business, help make it stand out, help get you away from what everybody else is doing. Like, right, if you look at when I first started, like the platforms like the Pinterests and the IGs and you could do the hashtags with the premium draping or backdrops or whatever it was. There wasn't a lot out there, right? Not saying that people weren't draping, but it wasn't something that it was a lot of attention brought to, right? It's like it was just kind of disheartening, because you would go on Pinterest, especially somebody like me, when I was getting tired of doing the same thing that I was doing, I would go over there for inspiration, and I'm like, everybody doing the same daggone thing. They kind of switch it up a little bit with the colors, but I'm like, where's the creativity? So that's why I had to jump out there and do some stuff. Some of it went right well, and some of it was like, girl, don't you do that no more. Some of it was like, Precious, don't you do that one no more. So I love the fact that we're in this creative space and we're able to just come up with an idea, whatever comes to your head, right? And you could be inspired by anything. Like, I would go to hotels, or I would go to other people's events. The first thing I'm looking at, I don't care about nothing else. The first thing I'm looking at is their draping. And sometimes at events, you could tell that, okay, they clearly didn't have a budget for the draping, because it probably was basic, but they had a budget for everything else. And I'm like, you just don't know how you just hurt the entire tone of the event. Because draping is that important. Like, it's one of the biggest focal points, because that is, especially if you're doing perimeter or whatever it is, your eyes is going to be drawn to that thing. Draping and floral is like your biggest things that your eyes is going to be connected to, right? You can see it from afar. You can instantly see it. So you guys, don't be sleeping on your draping skills. Don't be sleeping on your draping services. It's very prevalent. It's a very important necessity for whoever event that you're providing this service for, right? It's one of the main focal points. And you guys need to make sure that you are delivering that message. Let people know, like, look, I know you want your name carved out on these plates, but baby, when people hit that door, they gonna see this draping. I need you to create a budget for that, because it's that important to the entire atmosphere of what you have going on. So you guys it's up to you guys to let people understand how important that is, right? They think, I don't know what they be thinking, boy. I don't know. I don't know. But it's you as the professional, it's your job to educate them, because they don't know. They don't do what we do. They don't know the behind the scenes. They don't know what we got to go through. They don't know. And they don't know how prevalent it is to their event. That's your job to let them understand that. So that's why I get on here trying to let you guys understand and let you know the proper term and how to pop your collar and talk your stuff, because you deserve so. You deserve to be paid accordingly, right? Stop. Don't be in the corner like, all right, okay, that's all you got? Nah. What? That's all you got? Okay. Let me spend my time over here with somebody to understand what I got going on. Y'all stop playing around. I'm trying to tell you. Carmen, don't laugh. I'm trying to tell you. But I definitely want to thank you guys. I got to get on to my thank you for joining me tonight, because you could have been anywhere else in the world with anybody else learning about basic draping, because I don't think nobody teaches premium draping like I do. So that's me popping my collar. I do that from time to time. I do. So, but you could have been anywhere else in the world, and you chose to be here with me on your Tuesday night. So I just want to say thank you. I'm going to check and see if I have any wait a minute. I always check to see if I have any new members, because our new members always get our gift of the week. This week we don't have any new members, but guys, you know, if you sign up to be in the membership, which is like one of the most awesome places to be right about now, because that's where most of my content go. Like, a lot of my content go inside the membership now. For one, I have time. For two, I have a lot of ideas. And for three, those guys are investing, supporting the channel, and investing in their business. So I believe that they deserve a little more. So I do whatever I can do to make sure that I deliver. So guys, thank you guys. Like I said, for being in here. I have nobody named to light up, because nobody joined since last week. Or at least it doesn't show. But I think last week, I don't know if I was on StreamYard, because lately I've been kind of doing different, I don't know. I got to check, because it was showing, from what I saw, it was showing that people were like signing up almost every day. So I'm gonna get my team to kind of check on that. I don't know why it's not showing up here, because I think I probably didn't do StreamYard last time. And that could be the reason. But guys, if so we're gonna miss that part. We're gonna skip that part about your name being lit up, because nobody's name is lit up. So we're gonna kind of jump right in. I told you guys I'm not gonna be on here long tonight. I do appreciate you guys being here, so don't worry, because y'all know your girl's a talker. I'm not gonna talk y'all head off tonight, okay? I'm gonna just have you probably for like 30 minutes. Can your girl get 30 minutes? If I'm good for 30 minutes, put 30 minutes. Just put 30 MIN in the comments, and that let me know I'm good. Let me get that 30 minutes. We're going to jump right in. And then I want you guys to like this video. A lot of you guys be forgetting to like the video. If you don't do nothing else, even if you're not in the paid membership, that's cool. But nothing causes you a like, right? That's the things that keep me motivated to come back, right? Come back. I am providing my time. I'm providing nuggets. I am connecting with you guys. The least you can do is like the video. All right? Thank you, Kim. Thank you. We talked about this last week. This Mon Sherry. We talked about this last week. It ain't hit me yet. And you told me last week, but it ain't sinking. But I know that this Mon Sherry is it. Thank you, Keisha. Thank you, Teresa. I love y'all. So main tip number. Now, one thing I want you guys to kind of pay attention to. When you hear me say these tips, don't come in here and be like, Precious, that's tip number one. It's not. The how my podcast work. I really do my deep dive training on Wednesdays, right? I do my deep dive training on Wednesdays, and for the guys that's in the membership, that training could go from anywhere from an hour to 90 minutes, right? But what happens on Tuesdays is I'll just pull out maybe 2 tips of that I'm sharing with them on Wednesdays. On Wednesdays, I dig deep. I give them kind of like all I got. But on Tuesdays, I'm kind of just giving you guys a preface of what I'm be talking about on Wednesdays. So if you hear something like tip number 19, that means that's the number you got from what I'm sharing with the people that's in the membership on Wednesdays. So the first one is going to be, hey Patrice, thank you. Tip number 4, meaning for you is tip number 1. But for my guys that's in the membership that I'm going to be talking to tomorrow, is their tip number 4. The first thing is investing in quality draping materials. Now, you guys are going to hear me talk about this a lot because that's one of the most prominent things when you trying to, one, be looked at as a professional, right? A lot of people, I still see this floating around in the groups. I still see this floating around. People telling people the wrong information. And I'm not saying tell everybody come to me, although I appreciate if you do. But I'm saying at least give them quality product. Recommend them to a quality and reputable company. You guys, if you ain't draping to that level, I don't think you should be recommending nothing to nobody. Because when I see it, I'm like, well, why would you do that? Because it be the equipment be all wrong. And then they come back in the group like maybe 2-3 months later. And these are not even my groups because people in my group know better. We educate them, right? We educate them the right way. They come back like a couple weeks later and they highly upset. They highly frustrated. It was like, oh my God, I put it up and it buckled in the middle, or it fell down. It couldn't hold the drape. I couldn't attach the attachment. It's a lot of different things. And it's not to say that these other companies' equipment is horrible equipment. It's just not equipped for it's not equipped for premium draping. It's not. So I think, one, the person that's asking for assistance need to be really clear on what they're looking for. And 2, the people that's giving assistance need to be really clear and descriptive on what you are referring. Because people are looking for heavy duty pipe and drape kits, right? And when you guys go to referring them to this stuff, and it's like, that is not going to hold. That's only going to hold about 8, and maybe if they lucky, 10 drapes, maybe. That is not premium draping. I don't care what nobody say on the face of this earth. You cannot convince me that is not premium draping. All day, every day, that is like a $200, $300, $400, if you lucky, $500 backdrop, right? Premium draping is when you see skill in the design. That's when you see pieces of fabric that the average person don't know how to drape with. That shows skill set. That means you were trained, or maybe you DIY'd it yourself and you were just lucky, because I tried to DIY it myself. I couldn't do it. I was frustrated. I was more frustrated than the rooster in the hen house. I was pissed off. I was like, what is going on? I'm looking at it and I'm trying to recreate it and it just wasn't working, right? So I was so frustrated that I had to buckle down and pay the money that I didn't want to pay, because I'm just getting into this business, right? I'm like, I ain't got $4,000. I ain't got it, but I wanted it bad enough, right? I wanted it bad enough where I found it. I bust open a couple piggy banks. Yep, she did. She did. She bust open a couple piggy banks and she made it happen. But at the end of the day, I think another one of my trainings that's going to be, it's in August. It's about terminology. Like a lot of places where people go wrong is using the wrong terminology. Like the world of draping, that's just the world, right? But you got to look at it as a pie. You have your DIY drapers, right? You have your basic drapers. You have your premium drapers. You have so many different levels to it. And that's one thing that a lot of you guys need to understand. I think you don't. You kind of get in, or you expect, or maybe you'll buy a cheaper class and you think or expect to get something that you will learn in my class. And I'm like, no, ma'am. Oh, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. It's a difference. So the main thing is you need to realize, one, who you want to attract, who you want to work with, how much money you want to make in this thing, right? And realistically, what does the end result look like? Do the end result look like you just doing a couple draping gigs a month just to earn some extra money? Or do you just need maybe 3-4 premium clients where you're making just as much as your regular job, where you can quit that job and focus on here. Now let you get 5 or 6 premium clients. You already in 5-figure months just for draping. You ain't got to sit there and play with forks and spoons and line sashes up and all that. That's only if you want. If you want to do it, cool. But those of you, I talked to quite a few of y'all that say y'all don't want to do all that. You want to focus on draping. Baby, you can focus on draping and you can make your $10,000 a month on just draping. A backdrop. That's it. A backdrop. That's it. I'm trying to tell you, it's a real deal Holyfield. But you have to invest in quality draping materials. I'm telling you. Teresa say, I had 2 people. Wait a minute. She said, I had 2 people say to me this week, I like what you're doing with them curtains. Baby! But it's common, right? So if it is people, it's people that will call me, right? They'll call me about an order, or they trying to look for this and they trying to look for that. And I think it's cute. I just think it's because I know what that feels. You don't know the proper term, so you're going to say whatever you feel is right to say. And there's so many people still use curtains. I think you pay attention. If y'all see my titles or whatever the case may be now, don't be like, well, how's she going to say curtains and she tell everybody else not to say it? Because I'm doing my due diligence and I'm doing my marketing strategy. I'm supposed to say what I know y'all are saying so I could get you over here, so I could correct you in the right term. So I'm attracting you at where you are so I could lift you up to where I need you to be. That's my strategy though, right? So I'm not running around saying curtains because I don't know the proper term. It's a strategy behind what I do. But definitely, Deborah, don't laugh. Deborah, don't laugh. I'm trying to tell you. You guys definitely have to invest in quality draping materials. And when I say draping materials, it's not just about the fabric, right? It's not just about the kit. You got to look at it as a whole. My most embarrassing moments being in this industry and doing my thing was when I had Walmart curtains, was when I had a photography stand, or I had equipment and I didn't have bags and I'm just rolling up in there like with poles in my arm. And I'm like, who corner I just roll up on? That's what it looked like. I was like, there gotta be a better way. There's gotta be a better way. So if anybody know my brand, know me, I don't care how I look tonight, because we comfortable. You know, we dating. Some of us are already married. Some of us are in a relationship. So we cool. I'm not here to impress y'all. But if you are familiar with my brand, I am professional. I try to carry myself in the most professional way at all times. So me going to somewhere carrying some poles, it ain't sit right in my spirit. I'm like, Precious, this ain't right. And at the time, I ain't know nothing about no bags, right? I ain't know that they had no bags. But I was like, it gotta be another way. Like, you ain't supposed to be doing this. It just didn't feel right in my. And then I'm bringing them out the truck and they sliding all over the place, and it's just frustrating, right? I don't know about y'all, but stuff like that ruffle my feathers. It's like, I'm better than this. Like, So that's how I started finding out about the bags and stuff. But prior to that, I didn't know. I was like, this ain't gonna work. This is not gonna work. And it's just, main thing definitely is investing in your draping materials. That could be everything from your bags, right? When you walk up into a site, when you walk up into a venue, you want to be Trump tight, looking like you came to do business, right? That this is business. Not only you want to look the part, you want to sound the part, you want to deliver the part, you want all around the board to your brand be respected and perceived as, you want to know, she deserves every coin that I'm about to give her. She deserves all of this money. That's the attitude you want people to have. You don't want people that be like, no, she didn't walk up in here like that. I'm trying to tell y'all, I've seen it. Or people walk up, they like, that is not the picture that we discuss. Or you just never want to be on the opposite spectrum where people are disappointed. I don't know about y'all. I love my brand. That's my baby. That's my baby, right? And when people ain't happy, I'm like, oh, hold on, pause. Long as something I did, I'm gonna do anything that I can do to make it right. But then sometimes you got some knuckleheads, and you're like, you know what? All right, this is where we break up. Because you can't please everybody, baby. You can't. But at the end of the day, as long as you are operating and integrity in your business, you're always putting your best foot forward, that is how you're going to get the recognition you deserve. People have to see your brand and look at professionalism. I don't care. That's what they need to see. That's what they need to experience. They need to feel safe, right? Because you are delivering what? A promise. Like, these people don't know what you can do realistically. They can see all the pictures in the world, but until they actually see your work, they don't know. You're promising them that you're going to deliver what they expect on one of the biggest days of their life. That's why I stopped. It's too emotional for me. That's why I stopped with weddings. I'm like, I ain't gonna do it. It's too much pressure. I can't do it. So kudos to all you guys that do. I love y'all, love y'all, love y'all. Appreciate it. I learned my lesson with the bags for the base plates. Baby, them base plates, oh my God. Now, the base plates for me wasn't as bad as it was for them poles. Now, them poles just would, I don't know. And then as soon as you ask somebody to help you, and then their situation is even worse than yours. And there's nothing worse than be walking through a hotel and you just hear a bunch of clang, 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 like it's all falling around. I'm like, oh my God, this is just so embarrassing. Tell me this ain't happening, Lord. Tell me. Because then everybody going to turn and just like, So, no, definitely always put your best foot forward. Invest in quality draping materials. Guys, get one thing at a time. Don't try and jump out there. It's like, all right, I'm gonna get all this premium fabric, but I'm going to make the sacrifice, and I'm gonna get this kit. Baby, that kit can't hold. If it ain't a heavy duty kit, that kit can't hold the fabric, especially the fabric that we carry, because it's premium over here, right? It ain't gonna be able to hold it. So then, it's like a big old mismatch. You guys tried and pushed the who said that? Somebody told me that the other day. They're like, Precious, you was right. I said, I think it was Tricia, trying to push the cart before the horse or something like that. But guys, just take your time. I'd rather you invest in quality products and prioritize what you need first. At the end of the day, you always going to need your kit first. In so many different ways, I teach you guys on how to cheat with the fabric. And I can tell you cheat in the beginning, but don't do it for a long time. I'm only giving you a 60-day grace period. I expect you to make some money in that 60 days so you can reinvest, right? To get what you're supposed to have. So, but the main thing is you always should start with your hardware, invest in heavy-duty products, and then that's your base, right? From there, you're going to build onto your base. And that's the main thing I wanted to say with that. The other day I wanted to tell you guys, like, when it comes to the fabric, I did a live, and then I also did a video, like a behind the scenes. I had went to a new warehouse. I think that's my second time doing this kind of video at this warehouse. I can't really remember, but when I was in there, I'm like, this looked really familiar. But it's a new warehouse here in Atlanta, and so I had went there. When we went there to the warehouse, that was a weekend, like maybe Saturday. Oh, big money. I didn't have to work. Oh. Okay. I think it was like Saturday. But the point, Saturday? Sunday? I don't know. Point is, it was one day over the weekend. So it could have been Sunday. Main thing is, I was really doing the behind the scenes because of you guys that's trying to get in, or like you're in the very beginning stages. The goal was to tell you ways to get away. Like, take the shortcuts. This is what you can get. It's very inexpensive. However, right, this is not where mentally you need to be at all the time. This is for you just to kind of build your inventory with some stuff that people ain't doing. Like, I was showing the different patterns of fabric, right? Like, but you got to be creative in order to put it all together. It's so many other different elements that you need to understand. You got to understand your zones, right? The zones of the backdrop. You got to understand color theory. It's a lot more you have to understand that people just telling y'all how to put these backdrops together, and then you go back home and you freaking lost. You like, I don't know what to do. You like, you can't even go in the store and come up with a concept. And that's not necessarily teaching. When you're teaching the right way, you should be able to go anywhere at any given moment and come up with a masterpiece, because you understand the elements, right? You understand what kind of fabrics you need. You understand texture. You understand color theory. You understand where it needs to go. You understand how to get away with the cheap fabric, and you understand the nuts and bolts to draping. There's so much more than just putting fabric on a freaking pole and doing 2 swags. And it's like, I just get so frustrated because that's like all I see. And then people keep coming in my DMs like, I'm like, but didn't you take a class? And I'm like, why you come over here? Go to your instructor and ask them these questions, right? So I'm trying to tell you. So that's the main thing, is that was exclusive to the membership though. So if you are in there, that definitely go and look at the replay, because the video one was I went live and the other one was, like I said, I did a behind the scenes. So they're the videos that I've been doing lately. I did another one. I don't think I uploaded it yet. It was a step-by-step tutorial of like a crisscross design. I see a lot of people doing these designs, but they're showing the poles. Like, if you don't know nothing else when it comes to this draping game, nobody never supposed to see your poles no matter what. They never supposed to know what color they are. They are supposed to not be able to tell you anything about your hardware. They ain't supposed to see it no matter what you're designing. So like I had did that specifically because a lot of people is doing this design and you just keep saying these poles, and I'm like, y'all, come on, clean that up. But I get it, because if they keep seeing this on the internet and they're trying to recreate it, then they don't know how to cover up the poles. So again, that's another one. And I'm doing a live on Thursday, like a live tutorial with that same exact design. So guys, that is like main thing with like the beginning portion. That's the very basic with how to get into this draping world. Like, definitely get your equipment, definitely like branch out and do some stuff with the, do some stuff with the fabric that's like, don't just get what everybody else get. Y'all want to know why I started these mystery boxes? And every time I push them, they fly off the shelves. I started these mystery boxes because I could be going live and I got all this fabric behind me. They be like, oh my God, that color's so pretty, but they scared to buy it. I'm like, y'all get caught in this comfort zone. Like, at the end of the day, I see so many backdrops that I did back then, and especially before I understood color theory. And I'm like, Precious, what the heck? What were you doing? But I needed that experience, because now I could look at it and be like, oh my God, what was I doing? And the only thing it's going to do is make me better. Like, I had to do that. I never was in this comfort space. And it's like, I'm just going to keep doing this because I know how to do it. I know the colors work. I know. It's like I always like just trying to push the envelope. And I was like, I don't know if this is going to work or not, but I just got to see. So I got into the mystery boxes because I'm like, people scared to just get different colors, and they scared to get different textures. And I'm like, if I'm doing my job properly and educating them on texture and color theory, once they open it, they should just be so freaking excited. They be like, oh my God. And that was the response that I got. A lot of people was like, oh, I feel like a kid on Christmas or whatever it was. And I'm like, you'd have never bought that from my website. You would have never yourself bought that, because it's pushing you outside of your comfort zone, right? So you guys gotta go and explore. One of the easiest ways, if you're uncomfortable buying stuff on fabric, cool, I get it. Get your butt up and go to the nearest fabric store that's in your area, right? Even if you're not gonna buy nothing, this is how you're gonna familiarize yourself with texture, color, patterns, zones, like just, that's the only way you're going to do it. Or unless you just come to my class. I just try to tell you, unless you come to my class. Right? The second tip number 8, guys, and this is my last tip. Tip number 8 is staying updated with the industry trends. Now, I had to put this one in there because there was a lot of talk around. A lot of people was in my DMs, was like, I want to make this, I want to make this, and I want to make that. And I'm like, well, why are you making it? Like, y'all, whatever is trending, and y'all, everybody know that the Barbie thing is trending right now. Like, why y'all know somebody is going to book that if you kill it. If you go ahead and create a mock-up and you kill it, you know somebody going to reach out to you and try and book that. At the end of the day, you have to stay up on the industry trends. Like, certain things you should always be looking for every year is definitely the Pantone color of the year. And whatever is trending. Right now, this Barbie, I don't know how long it's going to last. I think it's going to be a while. I did. And I was even doing my research, right? And just looking through old posts. And I was like, Barbie been kind of popping for a minute. But now that movie is out, it's like, same way the Little Mermaid was. Like, y'all should have been making freaking mermaid backdrops. I got mermaid fabric. I just never got to make it. I just never got around to making it, right? But my whole thing is, it wasn't priority for me because I don't drape for, I don't have that as a service no more. I just wanted to do it because it was fun. It was, for me, it was fun. Same thing with the Barbie thing. I'm like, man, I'm not, I got too much to do over here. But you guys that's providing this as a service, that is what you need to be doing. You need to stay on top of the industry trends. Find out whatever is emerging, whatever's coming out, because that is, do it. Even if it's, guys, even if it's not necessarily a style. I got a video. It ain't gonna drop till next week though. And it's not even, it got nothing to do with me physically draping, but I'm taking trending topics and helping you guys understand how to get your business further faster by just using this trending topic. And main thing is you got to stay on top of what's happening, and you got to be able to implement it into your business. Especially a lot of you guys that suck at social media. That's one of the easiest cheatingest ways to get in and get traction. Talk about things that's trending. Point blank, period, right? If you pair that with everything that's if you pair that with the people that follow you already, that like your office, and you make sure it's relevant, you kind of relate it to what you got going on, you're going to get whatever traction you're looking for. That's how it works. I knew somebody was going to say it. So there is no 1 through 6. 1 through 6 is for tomorrow, for those that's in the membership. So you're right on time. I only did one other tip, and that was tip number 4. For you guys is number 4. But for you guys is number 1. But like I said, for my guys tomorrow is number 4. So main thing is follow. I don't know. A lot of you guys now, like in this new age social media world, and y'all don't follow blogs no more. There's a couple of y'all do though, because y'all be commenting on my blogs. I'm always going to blog. I'm always going to blog because it's a part of my social. It's just a part of my marketing strategy, and it's not important while I'm blogging. Point is, I'm always going to blog. A lot of you guys do not utilize the information that is in these blogs. It is really critical. It's really good information that's in blogs that y'all just y'all don't even pay attention to it, right? You don't need to stop there. A lot of you guys not going to these workshops and these like different conferences, and you should. Not just a draping class, right? Now, if you have a draping class like where we're pairing the marketing strategies too, now we have it because we were so focused on draping. But now I understand, like, you can't just drape and you don't know how to sell it. You don't know how to pitch it. You don't know how to find the people that's going to buy it. So it has to be a part 2 to it, right? So if that's happening, if you know you're in this bubble and you're like, oh, well, I know how to drape, but I still ain't making no money. It's because it's other elements that you're missing in the business. It's one thing to be a draping stylist, and it's one thing to run a draping business. It's 2 separate things, right? 2 totally separate things. If you're trying to run a draping business, that means that's something that you're doing every freaking day in your business to make it run, to make it move, to generate money, to attract leads, whatever it is. If you're not doing that, then you're just kind of just doing it whenever you want, and you're just playing and dibbling, dabbling in your hobby. And I'm cool with that, but I pay attention to those that pay attention to me. I pay attention to people that's serious and not necessarily curious, right? I don't pay attention to people that's curious because my time is valuable. I can't get that back. But if I'm spending my time with people that's serious and I can help you get further faster, and you're going to go ahead and implement the things that I say, oh, we're going to have a ball. We're going to have a very good time. We're going to have a very good time. So guys, main thing is stay updated with industry trends. You definitely want to attend workshops. If there is any kind of business market, that's what a lot of you guys need to go to. And I was going to do a tour, a marketing tour, right? I was going to do a tour. I might still do it. I don't know. I doubt it. But I was going to do a tour because a lot of you guys need so much help in marketing, and you just need the framework. You just need the freaking plan to be delivered to you, and you understand the plan and you follow the plan, and then you're able to see the difference in your business. Like, that's a lot of you guys struggle with marketing, and I get it. That we talk on Mondays in the group, Marketing Mondays, and there's a lot of things that you guys have in common. Y'all doing the same exact thing. And I think what it's really about, you guys do not understand the power of marketing. That is it. When it comes to content, at the end of the day, y'all got these businesses, right? Y'all got these businesses. Do you not know that content, I know you don't feel like making it. I don't be liking to make it either, but I'm consistent with mine because that runs me my coin. At the end of the day, content is the first initial point of contact 9 times out of 10, that's going to happen in your entire process of running your business. You need the content to attract the people, right? You have to have, you got to be putting your offer in front of people's face, no matter how you do it. I don't care if you do social media marketing, email marketing, text marketing, guerrilla marketing, foot traffic. We talked about this yesterday. At the end of the day, you have to, look at me, I got my shirt on tonight. Y'all know what staying postured it is. That's what I believe, all y'all. I'd say, hey, you got to know that anything's possible, and you can make that happen by just simply staying positive. I'm trying to tell you, rep your brand by any means necessary. Y'all go out here and y'all be working these businesses, and I get it, because that pays the bills, and, you know, that keeps that's your comfort zone, because you know you're getting a check every week, every 2 weeks, whatever the case may be. But what if you was able to just go into and cut yourself a check? Somebody in the comments, please say, cut myself a check. I'm just trying to tell you. Can you imagine just cutting yourself a check, right? Whenever you want, however you want, right? Just make sure you're in the program. I'm not illegal, that ain't what I do. But I know everything about cutting myself a check, right? And that, I cut myself big checks. There ain't nobody never paid me these kind of checks. So at the end of the day, I'm going to get up at 9 a.m. and I'm going to post my content, because I'm going to get it every way that I can. I'm going to attract people with the content, and I'm going to get paid on the platform. And if people don't want to see the content, guess what? Just block me or stop following me, whatever the case may be. But as long as I'm operating in my business 100%, this is what I'm going to do, because this is what is required. And this is how I am able to live the life that I live, right? And if I'm striving for a better life, I mean, I got to 10x this thing. I ain't there yet. Baby steps. I'm doing the everyday thing though. But I got to 10x my marketing strategy, right? But I'm super cool with where I am, because I'm able to do the things I've never been able to do before, and it just opens up all kinds of possibilities and what's to come in the future. And guys, I want you guys to be thinking that way. It was one young lady I talked to, and they are like, you know, we get in our head. I get in my head too, y'all. Y'all think I don't get in my head? But as quickly as I get in my head, all this stuff that's on my wall, it get out real quick. Because I already know, in order for me, I got one corner. The corner is everything I want to do. That's my goals, right? That's my island. If I don't do all this stuff on my wall, that ain't gonna never happen. Because ain't nobody going to come and give it to me. Ain't nobody going to pat me on the head and say, Precious, here you go. Here go the keys to your international property. Ain't nobody going to do that. So the only way that's going to happen, I got to get in here and push it to the max, even on the days I don't feel like it. And the days I don't feel like it, I could get a pass, right? I could play hooky, because I do sometimes, I ain't going to lie. But then guess what? I'm going to double up that next day. I'm going to double up. So I'm trying to tell you guys, you got to do the same exact thing. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you. Guys, running a successful business, I'm trying to tell you, it definitely requires a combination of everything. You got to be creative. You got to be strategic. You got to plan. Guys, when I don't plan, because I got so much going on and I don't properly plan, I feel defeated almost. I feel like I don't be wanting to go through with nothing. But when I properly plan, I'm just like, all right, cool. I can show up however. I'm like today, I'm straight out the storage, sweaty and all. I don't care, but I've already planned for this, right? I've already planned, so it's like I'm prepared. I ran straight in the house, sat down, boom, because I knew when I left, I said it's a good chance I may not make it on time. So I had my camera already ready to go, so I could just come in here and push live. That was it. When I plan, it works perfectly. When I don't plan, stuff be happening. Stuff be happening. But you got to put these things in place, right? You got to have effective business management. You have to manage your business. If you're not good at business management, you have to be open to possibly hiring somebody to do it for you. And that costs a pretty penny. So right now, a lot of you guys may not be at that stage, meaning kick out the excuses and do it your daggone self right now. You got to do it yourself, right? So at the end of the day, ultimately, I really just wanted to share with you guys, come in here, share with you guys 2 ways that you could definitely be different from what everybody else is doing. Main thing is investing in your business. Like I said, with number 1, investing into the proper equipment, the proper fabric, the proper essentials, right? And then not being afraid to go outside of what everybody else got. Go into the mom and pop stores, go into the fabric stores, go all the way in the back. That's where the good stuff be at, right? And it be having a big slash mark on it, meaning it's like 70% off, 60% off, whatever it is. Go back there. Familiarize yourself with texture. Learn it, touch it, feel it, right? Learn what feels good in your hands, right? This is what I had to do, which is how I came up with my curriculum. My curriculum wasn't taught nowhere else. I didn't learn it from nowhere. I built my curriculum based on my struggles. I was like, why I can't pleat this freaking fabric? So I built the curriculum around helping other people better understand texture, quality, density, all that good stuff. The easiest way you're going to do it for yourself, if you're not open to coming to a class, do the exact same thing. Go, learn, take your time. I don't care. It may take you a little longer when you just come to class and get it done in one day. That's the easiest way to do it, right? As opposed to somebody telling you what to get. It's so easy to just go in there and kind of feel it yourself. So I want you guys to do that. And definitely, second thing was staying up to date on industry trends. Barbie is popping right now. I don't know what's going to be popping next, but whatever it is, if you're not open to creating a whole backdrop, okay, cool. But create some kind of freaking content around what people are looking for. People are searching that Barbie party decor, whatever the case may be. I'm not gonna sit here and run y'all all the hashtags for that one because that's you do your due diligence. But the mall, I got a list for y'all tomorrow. Definitely create some kind of content around it. That's going to help you be more visible. That's going to help you be found in the market that you want to be found in. So if you haven't already done so, thank you. I want you guys to tap the like button at the bottom of the screen or side of the screen, wherever it is. I don't know. At the end of the day, if you know somebody that could benefit from these podcasts, whatever the word is, if you know anybody that could benefit from them, don't keep me as your best secret, y'all. I don't want to be your best kept secret. I am here to help people get further faster. My one goal is to help you achieve your goals, and it's only right if you help me do the same thing. Return the favor, return it, and y'all get what I'm saying. So guys, I gotta go. I don't have all night to be on here tonight, but guys, if you are not in the membership, I highly suggest you to get there because we got so much content that's to go there. Like this week alone, I do 2 a week. I do 2 lives a week inside the membership. But now, like, it's just other videos that I'm creating, I'm recording, and it's just that's where it's going to go. So if you want first behind the scenes, you want first ever seen access, new designs. My whole thing was I wanted to create new designs. So the designs I'm gonna be doing between now and December are designs I haven't done before. It's all about fresh designs. I'm getting tired of seeing the same old designs. They're getting on my nerves. So it's like now I'm doing some out of the box stuff. And Teresa, I'm gonna get you. Don't be saying no curtains on my podcast, girl. But I want to thank you guys for watching this week's podcast on helping your event draping business stand out. Because at the end of the day, this is becoming a saturated industry. I know you guys, a lot of you guys think, ain't nobody in my area killing it. They coming. Trust and believe. This thing is about to get bust wide open. I'm trying to tell you. So stay on top of your game, because the minute you fall short, they done slid right in your slot. I'm trying to tell you. So if you're creative and you're looking to learn from the Draping Queen herself, definitely join the membership. I'm going live tomorrow for everybody that's in level 3, and I'm giving 10 tips. Today I only gave 2. Tomorrow I'm giving 10 tips on how to run a successful event draping business. And let's face it, at the end of the day, it's one thing to learn draping, right? But it's something totally different to actually run a draping business. And I know. That's how I found so much success, because I wasn't around here just draping people events. Like, I ran a business. I found multiple streams of income, and the one thing that I love, which is premium draping. You can do the exact same thing, right? So don't hesitate to join. Not only will you get access to future trainings, but you also get access to many of the replays and everything else that I've already taught. All you gotta do is just click the link below this video or somewhere in the description. And I cannot wait to help you guys take your business to the next level. I want to thank you. And as always, remember that anything is possible as long as you stay positive. Thanks, guys. I love y'all.